Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas. Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be giving you my review for the latest Marvel movie, Deadpool. Now, Deadpool was, of course, produced by Fox Studios. That means that Deadpool is separate from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, usually with the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, about 8 out of 10 of the times they're really good films. Fox, on the other hand, it's kind of a mixed bag, you know. Sometimes you can get a really, really good movie, such as X-Men Days of Future Past, or you can get a really shitty movie like, of course, Fantastic Four. In this case, though, Deadpool is definitely on the higher end of that spectrum, and it was amazing. It was a really, really awesome film, and I enjoyed every bit of it. The story is really great. It's a simple story. There's nothing complicated about it. There's no confusing subplots or all these different things going on. They're not trying to develop this universe like the Marvel Cinematic Universe are doing, you know. It's not like the other Marvel movies like Iron Man and stuff where they're trying to develop this massive universe. It's a standalone film, and that's what I liked about it. Now, it also is an origin story, but saying that, it doesn't really feel like an actual origin story, and that's pretty good, because usually with origin stories, they usually drag on. They usually, like, half the movie is pretty much just developing the character, and yeah, it's fun to see. But I think with this one, it's really great that they kind of just dived into it and already set him up pretty much, and we don't really see much of his origin story, which is really good because it definitely makes it a lot more fun to watch, and, you know, we get right into it. And there's none of that really boring development, although, you know, development is good, except with a character like Deadpool, you don't really need much development because there's not much to him, really. You know, he's just pretty much this guy who gets cancer, and then he gets cured of that cancer, and during that process he gets superpowers, and then he just becomes, well, not exactly a superhero, but more of an anti-hero. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of Deadpool, and you don't really need much of an origin story for that, or much of a development for his character. So I think that's really great that they didn't really go too deep into that. But yeah, saying that though, the characters were really great. They were kind of fleshed out, and they were interesting to see on screen. All the characters do fit into the story really well. None of them are really shoehorned in, you know. All of them do have a place in the story. When I was watching the trailers, you know, I was kind of worried that the two X-Men characters that appear in this film, Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, I felt as though maybe they were just trying to force them in just to get a few X-Men characters in there, but it didn't feel like that at all. They totally fit in well with the story, and that's what was really great about it. The villains are also really good. Usually with Marvel movies, they tend to underdevelop the villains. With this one, you know, they weren't amazing villains. They were far from like the greatest villains we've ever seen in even any Fox movie, you know, compared to other villains like Magneto and characters like that. They were pretty good villains, but they definitely weren't the best that we've seen before. But that was okay because the story was more focused on Deadpool and not too much on the villains, which was good. Now, a fundamental part of Deadpool, of course, if you read the comics and if you know the character, is of course the action and the fighting and all the violence and all that. And that was done really, really well. I really enjoyed all the action scenes, all the fighting scenes, all the violence. That scene that was released a few years back, the test footage of Deadpool, that scene is of course in the movie, as you see in the trailers. That scene was just fucking amazing, where he's on the highway and he jumps into the car and shit and just kills everyone. That was just really awesome to see. It really brought out the character of Deadpool, you know. He's like slicing people's heads off. I don't want to spoil it, but that's why I'm only trying to say stuff that's in the trailers. But yeah, that was just really fun to watch.
I never say this, but don't swallow.
All the action scenes and all the fighting scenes were really, really fun to watch because it was Deadpool, and he's just always so, like, they got really creative when it came to him just going all out. And, you know, saying that, I do wish that they did go a bit further with that. I did wish that they did go a bit more all out, if you get what I mean. Like, I wish it was a bit more violent, but it was still really great though. Nonetheless, it was just amazing and really fun to watch. Another fundamental part of the character of Deadpool is of course the humor and the comedy, and you know, that worked really well as well. He's always cracking jokes, always wisecracks, and he always has something to say, and that's what's really funny about this film, because a lot of people thought that maybe the jokes would kind of get a bit stale by the end of the film, but personally, I loved it. I thought it was great. I was laughing throughout the whole movie, and, you know, I'm pretty sure the cinema's reaction, the audience's reaction in my cinema, you know, everyone was laughing throughout the whole film, so I'm pretty sure that none of the jokes really got old. They were really funny.
What if I told you we can cure you and give you abilities most men only dream of? I'd say that you sound like an infomercial, but not a good one, like Slap Chop, more shake weighty.
And also the soundtrack was really good as well. I don't want to talk about the soundtrack because of course it will give away a few spoilers. If you're familiar with some music from the older generations, then you'll probably find it a bit humorous because it is pretty funny, and it does. And the soundtrack, the songs that they have chosen, not only the ones that are seen in the trailer, there are also other songs that are in the movie, do really fit well with the character of Deadpool, and that's what I really like. And yeah, I really liked how everything did fit in with his character. It was all based on him, of course. It was his movie, so yeah, everything was just revolving around him. It was really, really awesome. And I just want to say this, I need to give props to Ryan Reynolds, because of course he's, not only did he play Deadpool and he performed as him fucking amazingly, like no one else could have done a better job. It's kind of like with Iron Man, how Robert Downey Jr. does a really great job as Iron Man. This is kind of the same with this. Ryan Reynolds does an amazing job as Deadpool, and I don't think anyone else could have done it any better. So overall, it turned out really, really awesome. The movie was amazing. I remember walking out of the cinema and I'm just like, fuck, I want to watch that, like right away. I'm like, I want to watch that again. Like, I literally just wanted to go walk into every other cinema, see if Deadpool was playing, just to watch it again, because it was just such a fun movie, and I can't wait to watch it again. I'm probably going to watch it again in 2 weeks, and when I do watch that again, maybe in 2 weeks or even next week, I will do a spoiler review for you guys, and I'll talk about, you know, the in-depth stuff, because I really want to get in-depth with this movie and talk about a lot of stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. 'Cause I